Hello, everyone! Oh my goodness. I am so excited for today. I am so happy you all are here. Welcome back to A Sterling Garden. This is a charity stream of Star Wars 5e. It's a D&D, but Star Wars. I am butchering this today. Please forgive me. Charity stream benefiting Gender Alchemy, a 501c3 organization. Oh my god. I betrayed.
The lurking rider
immediately. Holy shit. Okay.
That's
cool.
how you start
Off to a strong start. Yeah,
That's
apparently. Awesome. Charity live stream for benefiting Gender Alchemy, 501c3 organization that provides healing support, resources, and Frick.
And Frick.
Do please forgive me.
No, it's
Yes.
okay.
There we go. Support education and healing for transgender and gender expansive folks like myself in Fresno, California. Yeah, you can donate at the QR code over there in the corner, or by hitting !donate there in the chat. Without further ado, why don't we introduce everyone else? Do you want to take it away, Adelaide?
Sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Adelaide, and you can find me here at Metalark doing Metalark things. We got a couple of cool things coming up on the horizon. One is Seasons of Ghosts. I'm going to be DMing some horror-flavored Pathfinder. It's going to be super exciting. That's starting in June, I believe. It's going to be wicked cool. And if you have a charity that you want to raise some money for and you want to have some fun like these cool cats do, this is what Metalark does. Hit any of us up and we can help you be cool like us. Cool kids, because everybody wants to be a cool kid. I am Adelaide.
And you endorse this message.
I endorse this message.
We're all a little bit out of it, gang.
We're on it.
Hell yeah. Moving on to Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kate Purcell. I work in video games, do TTRPG stuff every chance that I get. You can find me in chat and most of the time over at Chaotic Wholesome. You can also find me on Blue Sky at damphyr.com, damphyr.com. Every Tuesday we do the Table Talk Show, all things TTRPGs from indies to intersectionality. And we've got 2 more shows, and then we're going on a 2-week hiatus because I'm going to be out of the country. So then come back and find us here doing this stuff. And keep an eye out. We've got some really cool announcements to make soon because Pride is coming up, and Pride is also my birthday month. And so we're going to do some really cool charity games. And y'all, we got names, and I can't wait to share. So that's me.
And moving on to Mar. Or
Hi.
rather, Mr. Ray.
I literally almost was like, yeah, hi, I'm Mara Ordo. I'm Mr. Ray, and I'm playing Mara Ordo. I use he, they pronouns. Mar uses he, him. And, you can catch me over at $2 Creature Feature. It's an actual play and Monster of the Week podcast, and we do a lot of fun, fan-friendly, if you like characters who hate each other when they first meet and slowly learn to like each other, or at least tolerate each other, you're gonna love the show. That's kind of our energy. And I also make games out there on itch. You can find them; they're wild. And I'm gonna be doing a stream here on Metalark this summer. It's gonna be Monster Mondays, 2 sets of 6 Mondays, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be set in Tulsa, and it's going to be great.
Fun. Finally, we are missing a Merm today, and we are going to be missing them for the next couple weeks. But hey, it's good. It works out because Octo is a bit taken right now. So, or maybe that was planned. Who knows? But yeah, we miss them and we love them. I
You're watching. Hey,
am
friend.
Sophia Esther. Yeah. Hi. I'm Sophia Esther. I'm the game master for the night. You can find me, my art, and my screaming basically everywhere at aka_sketch, except Tumblr, which is aka sketch, no underscore. And I have a card that is on my bio for my Instagram and everything else right now, where you can buy my commissions if you so desire. I would really appreciate it. This is how I'm making money at the moment. Basically, all of the in-game art that you see is done by me, including the character art, the maps, and the weapon art that we've seen of Star. Yeah, I use she, her pronouns. Please forgive me. And without further ado, wait, is everything okay? The stream is a little buggy. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
You know, these last few months have been less than what I ever thought, but anything is better than looking around and only seeing sand and, you know, just you and your dad out and about. I have a bad feeling about something, and I can't pinpoint it. So I want to write this, record this, before whatever it is. I wanna write it, record it to each of you. So, first, Joe, Octorthal here. I meant every word that I said when we talked about your sibling. There's not one thing that would ever make me choose Rosalie. As a friend, as a companion, as an ally, as a comrade.
And welcome back. Last we left off, we had a fun time losing a dear friend. And Bella realized she has a potential contact to, you know, maybe get him back. this up really quickly. Actually, we're gonna do this. Bella, would you like to read the message that you sent just now as the camera zooms in to the Pelican living room area where Bella has co-opted the Dejaric board as a second monitor for her data pad?
Yes, Shelter Soul 012. I'm reaching out to you regarding your inquiries about contacts. I've had some experience in nullifying such things. Contracts. Dyslexia again. Y'all missed it in the green room. I'm reaching out to you regarding your inquiries about contracts. I've had some experience in nullifying such things. I have information about the lie you've been told. We should meet alone. No shinies. I'll be in orbit in a week. I trust you know how to use encrypted channels. If you have doubts, check out what's in negative 37.33, 54.16. Looking forward to a good run. Gamma Ra, 81.
You send that. And who all is around you at this point?
Well, I've invited everyone who wants to be part of this because I am trying to garner all of the trust I can. Be very clear exactly what is being said.
I know that Mar is there, sort of looking over your shoulder. Johanna, are you there as well?
Yeah, I was kind of hanging out by the kind of like by I was expecting the click, hiss, whistle, click. And so I think by now I have kind of moved over and kind of like leaning with my arm, kind of like with my shoulder or my elbow leaning on Mars' shoulder, kind of like that connection, also showing my support for Bella.
And your height.
Yeah.
True. It takes a little bit. But you do get a response back fairly promptly, actually.
What was prompt?
It reads, "Good encoding there. How dare you invoke her name? She's gone. How do you know that connection anyway?"
Hella's gonna let out a very long breath. Kind of glance to the others and then just type up. We really need to talk. I promise this is nothing shady. Meet on your grounds. You can decide the location. Please.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Which of these freaking dice do I trust? We're using some rainbow dice. Okay, my persuasion is not bad. Okay, that is a 17 and a 14. So that's going to be 25.
25, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get back. You're playing a very bold game. But fine, I'll take my turn. And she names a fancy restaurant that I'm realizing despite having the whole atmosphere and stuff planned out and thought about, I did not think of a goddamn name. Give me one moment. I'm so professional.
It happens.
You know, this one, it's she says, meet me by the river. The river is a diner on Coruscant. A relatively, it's in the like upper crust area. Nothing too, you know, crazy. Be prepared to prove you know and why you know what you know.
Just send back. Yes, ma'am.
And then pretty quickly after that, Star just how are you feeling?
Of course she'd pick a fancy place. Should have anticipated that. I don't know.
Too fancy. It's still a diner.
Yeah. I don't know. I was saying this out loud for everyone else to hear.
Johanna, you're wearing like those. You're wearing like earbuds that are translating you for Thimble, right?
Yeah, I got like
Beautiful.
Mar bought me actually he made me a necklace. And so it's
cute.
kind of like a little Bluetooth situation that sits
I love
in my
that.
goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Star has hacked into them and you're hearing Star's voice for the first time. Mar,
And
you
for anyone
also
new, Star is the droid that lives inside my gun. And
Okay.
she's awesome.
I think for the first time when Joe hears Star, it's like that started. Am I having a stroke?
No, it's the gun.
It's Star.
This is wild. Carry on.
You got your weird shape changing blaster, and this is weird.
Your blaster is almost as bad as Shaquin's.
Okay, so, remember we talked about manners?
I thought that didn't apply to weaponry.
People are proud of their weaponry usually.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a tool.
I'm proud of you.
Huh. I'll have to think about that.
Answer question.
Of no relation to this, one of your web crawls came back positive.
Wait, which one? What? It start data pad. Things are flying across the holochess board.
The twins are going to be on Coruscant.
Looks Damar.
With you all looking kind of shocked, Brilfana, your stowaway friend from the Thai construction facility, buzzed head. You can see the stubble like starting to grow back still. It's not been that long, but you know, coming out with a toothbrush. Why does everyone look like they're seeing a ghost?
Is it one of our toothbrushes? Okay.
No, Shakeen gave her
Okay.
gave her like a spare set.
It's been an interesting few minutes. How do you feel about Coruscant? Any of Stan Warren's there?
She goes to the bathroom. You hear a and you you see her come back. No, nothing.
Well, good, because that's where we're headed.
Sick. I'll just stay on the ship. How's that?
That's probably for the. I'm sorry. Have you been filled in on our little group of chucklefucks?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
That would be she points at Mar. I kind of wanted to ask you guys some things if you don't mind. Like, it's gonna be like what, 3 more days of travel after we land? Like, come out of hyperspace the first time and then we're turning around, right?
It's a week, I think, so we get to Coruscant. You want to hop ship where?
Okay. Oh, no. I'm staying the fuck here. This is great.
Perks ain't bad.
Yeah. So, basically. I want to talk to you guys. This is uncharted territory for me.
No, Finn, you're not going to get sappy, are you? You don't look like the sappy type, but I can't handle nothing more right now in that.
What do you mean, sappy?
I don't know.
I burned down a guardhouse in Tatooine. You think I'm a sappy type? Oh, wait, no.
Look.
That's possible.
It's a sight that brings a tear to my eye.
Hey, you know what? You and me both. That's great.
Ask your questions. I gotta.
Oh,
What you got, sugar?
fuck, personal questions later. I'm gonna finish up in there. And she goes back into the bathroom.
That's a fascinating critter.
That was awkward,
And from you, that's saying something.
right? Wait, what?
Strange individual.
Sugar, you gotta know.
Not that awkward.
You're awkward 98% of the time. No, that's overestimating. Please forgive me. 86.
You know what? Screw you. Taking that as a compliment.
You know, if you could just get it down to 69, that'd be real nice.
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 I'll explain that one to you later, Star.
Oh, no need. I got it. With that, you guys have about a week of downtime as the ship gets to its location in the mid-rim, drops off its cargo, and then immediately hops back into hyperspace. What do you guys do? Oh, Mar, you know that your sister's twins are they are going to be on Coruscant.
Yeah, I wanted to double check in on the names of the twins because the way I've written it in the lore is that Shake and Tersay are the twins.
Oh.
But
Sophie.
if you have it marked down as something different,
I
that's
see.
fine.
For some reason, I read that as them being separate from Shake and Tursay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do please forgive me. We are going to swap that. Do you
That's fine.
mind, Talar and Tursay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Do you communicate with Star at all about this?
Yeah, if I can. So how do you know the twins are going to be on Coruscant?
This would be a conversation that Bella would be privy to, for the record. Is the only way that, that conversation would probably happen.
Bella set up some web crawlers, some holonet crawlers that have been looking for signs of Middelorn activity, especially with the armor colors that you had mentioned before.
Do we have any idea of what they're going to be doing?
It seems that they are depositing a bounty and collecting upon it.
Well, if you can give me some information about, where they're likely to be, I might make that rendezvous.
They are meeting in a cantina called the Dancing Tuscan.
That sounds like a Coruscant thing, because Tuscans don't dance.
It is actually an incredibly... that is actually an incredibly important part of their practice, their ritual practice. They do occasionally dance.
That's very fair. I don't stick around for the rituals. It's usually them shooting at me as I'm speeding away.
They usually kill any outsiders, yes.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, to be honest, because most outsiders that they meet try to kill them.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
Yes, it is.
I don't hold anything personally against anybody who tries to shoot at me.
What does this have to do with your twin sisters?
Nothing. I'm avoiding.
And why are we speaking?
To be friendly.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to be going now, but it was nice talking to you.
Oh, good talking to you too. I think.
Ed Barr's just going to ease his way out of the conversation.
Back into the bush.
Bella's in her bunk, just like... Star, I cannot thank you enough for patching me in on that. I'm so happy I got to witness that.
I think that went well.
I think it went very well. I think it could have gone so much worse, and it was a delight. I thank you.
You're welcome.
Sophie is having a hard time not breaking character right now. God damn. Oh my god.
I need y'all to know,
Okay.
I got to like stat boost one stat on Star, and it was like, it's either going to be Int or Charisma. No, I'm not giving them Charisma yet. We're getting this a little bit longer. I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Brill, I think. Bella, excuse me. You get a knock on your door.
Star, can you tell me who that is?
The new felon crew member, Brill Fonda.
All right, thank you. We'll like sit up. Like if it were someone else, sure. So she sits up, kind of straightens the clothing, hits the door open. What can I do for you?
Oh, hi. Can I come in to talk with you?
No. Yes, come on in. Take the
Are-
chair. Sits on the
okay. She walks in. She looks at the door.
Her heart is beating quite rapidly.
You want me to leave that door open? You look like you're looking for an escape there, sugar.
No.
I'll keep my hands where you can see them.
No, please close the door.
Close it.
Yeah, I think I'd like Johanna and Mar to please mute us.
Rude.
Very.
Yeah, I know, I'm so terrible. Brill Brill sits down and so Mar said that everyone here, except for like one or two, like maybe one person was force sensitive, and he encouraged me to like ask around.
I was.
About like how people. You were and you aren't?
It was an interesting decision, but yeah, I severed my connection. Wasn't something I could do myself. Had to call in some help. Made me a little not popular with certain people, at least for a while.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
About the unpopularity, that should have been.
Oh, that's fine. What's your question? What can I do for you?
Oh, I was wondering what your opinions were on this kind of thing, and I'm starting to get the sense of what they might have been.
I am less opposed to it now than I was, but feel like you and I might have a little bit in common. I don't really like being told what to do, and I will absolutely cut off my nose to spite my own face. And things were pushy for me. If you push me, I push back twice as hard.
I get it. I do. What do you... Wow, I'm glad I came to you for... You... I didn't know much about you. So, like...
That's kind of the point, yeah.
I feel like everyone else just kind of wears their heart on their sleeve, you know, and you were a mystery, and so I thought that you'd be the one to talk to. She's gonna roll an insight check. No. Something. You wouldn't get this, but Starwood.
She almost had a thought.
Give a nod of thanks to Star. Look, outside of certain topics, I'm a pretty open book, and in a little bit, I'm going to be a completely open book. whether I like it or not. So, whatever you got to ask, just ask. If Sophie's still there. Okay. Welcome back.
That is unfortunate. That might just be something that we deal with this device. That's fine.
Worse things have happened.
100%. Brill nods and I guess, like, how'd you know that you should cut yourself off? Like, what did that feel like? What does it feel like now?
Bella clearly takes a few moments to collect her words. It's real hard to realize that the thing that made you so good, the thing that made you so special, weren't actually you. I found out, in maybe the worst way possible, and I'm still haunted by a combination of what I did and what the Force gave to me. I tried several times to back out, and I weren't given that option, so I found a way out. The world was almost colorless. Everything was hard. It was like listening with cotton in your ears, looking through fog. It's gotten better. Nothing's quite as bright, vibrant as it used to be, but I don't regret. But it's real different. Everything's harder without it.
Yeah. You regret that?
Did I not just say I don't regret?
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
You gave me some shit to think about.
You're welcome, I'm sorry.
She's gonna make another insight check really quickly. Different one. She makes this one.
Ooh.
I can't feel you.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Sabak?
Oh, sugar, you are speaking my language.
And the door opens. You guys head out to the living room to play Sabak. Yeah, she. Are you proficient in Sabak?
I am not, but I am very much a gambler, so.
Oh, beautiful. Brill is.
Mm-hmm.
However, she's also used to having the Force at her fingertips and having an adversary, an opponent that she can feel their cards. and
Actually, you
feel
know
how
what?
Yeah.
My background did give me proficiency with one gaming set, and I just never assigned it.
Do you want it to be Sabak?
Yeah, let's go. I feel like...
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Your proficiency bonus is literally twice hers. At this point in time, I believe it's +3 or +4.
4.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus is literally twice hers at this point in time.
Okay. Now, you might have to go easy on me. I ain't played in forever.
We're just gonna say you kick her sorry ass.
This is an
the best way.
int-based game, correct?
It involves all three.
Okay.
Yeah. She has very, very low intelligence. She is not smart. But on top of that, she
I just want to see if I roll a nat 1. I have to give the dice a chance. I just have to
oh,
see if I
100%,
roll a nat
yeah.
1.
Sure, yeah.
That was a nat 20.
Roll her
Beautiful.
for her lunch money.
The way I think that, to be fair, she is decent. I
Oh, yeah.
think that she wins like 2 out of 10 hands.
Yeah.
And they're decently won. She knows how to bluff pretty well, and she's actually fairly decent at reading you. Even without having access to your emotions in the same way that she would other people. And she knows the basics. But you take her for she doesn't have any money in her bank in her account. But whatever like chores you guys bet or whatever, she has to take up now.
Yeah, I think the last hand is very, very close. And Bella wins just by a nose. And then as we're getting up, it's like, gotta know how to hold your cards. Flips one out of her sleeve, drops it on the table.
You fucker. And yeah, you have a nice little time with Brill there. Johanna, I think something similar happens with you. Where are you when Brill approaches you?
I am in my room and I'm depressingly going over the pelican on my hand and says, miss you, Octo. And I'm kind of like just doodling, just kind of sitting there.
Is your door open or closed?
Open.
Open?
Yeah.
Knock on the door frame. You see Brill kind of leaning against it.
Oh, hi.
Hey, can we chat?
Do you have coffee?
You need coffee for us to chat?
Yes.
Kitchen?
Sure.
Okay. She gets up and walks towards the kitchen.
I will get up and follow her just to see if this was like, would she be more comfortable speaking in a general area, or if this was a, oh no, I'm actually gonna bring you coffee.
No, I mean she took you over to the kitchen at this
Perfect.
point.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Whoop. Insight. Da 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 da. Insight. $25.
25 is more than 11. Yeah, her passive deception is not great.
Cool.
She's only good when bluffing at cards. She is not handshakingly nervous. She's having the reaction of the kind of person that has had a really bad conversation fairly recently, but is not how to explain this thought. This is a similar conversation, but probably not the worst that she's going to have.
Okay.
Because that's probably behind her.
Okay.
She looks at the door, looks at you.
Do you...
How
old am I?
I mean, sure, I'll take that information too, but that's not what I was going to ask.
44.
Oh. Huh. She got a nat 20 on her insight check. Are you lying?
Absolutely. I have no idea how old I am. Hold on, let me check my character sheet.
Okay. I will say if Order 66 happened 16 years ago.
Okay.
If Johanna is that would be when Rosalie was killed.
Yeah.
If things lined up as we've talked about, Rosalie would probably have been 12 or 13 when that happened. More likely, actually, I'm going to say 12 to 14, more likely in that 13 to 14 range.
Yeah. I have it on my character sheet that I am 26.
We might need to chat then, but that's okay. This is okay.
This
is fine.
I look old for my age. I act immature for my age.
Okay. Sure. Never met someone that wants to lie about being older than they are, but
you look like you're having a rough time, okay? And you kind of had that, can I ask you a question? How? And so I was trying to prompt you on what the finish of your...
Sure.
Yeah.
How open are you able to normally be on this ship?
Me? Or in general?
Just you.
I'm pretty open.
She got a... This one was a... It's an 11 on the die, plus 6 is 17. What's your passive deception?
10... Well, passive deception would be 10 plus proficiency? Plus modifier?
No, 10 plus modifier, yep.
10 plus modifier? 11.
Oh, hell yeah. You guys have the same. All right, slick. She nods. Okay. I guess... I was gonna ask if you wanted the door closed or something. She's making coffee as she's doing this. She's already figured out where stuff is.
I feel like if you would like this to be a private conversation, we can go have a private conversation. I don't want to let you clearly there's already some unsettledness. If sitting down in a closed spot, relaxed, safe space is going to make this easier, why don't we do that?
Sure, yeah. Okay. She makes the coffee, you go back to your room, and she pulls you aside to ask a very similar question that she asked Bella. As you close the door, I will have the other two mute, please. Or deafen.
Mwahaha.
How do you feel about the Force stuff?
I think it's fucking bullshit. I hate it. And I am just learning how to accept it as a thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
I noticed you'd moved into Mars' room. You're dating him?
Yeah.
He's
I
really
mean-
into that.
I mean, I don't. How can you really be dating someone when you're on the same ship? I feel like we've just gone from friends with benefits that the benefits are sex.
That is so far from the vibe I've been getting from you two. So far.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to not to make it awkward. Am I doing that wrong?
Sex isn't awkward.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like, you guys. Am I wrong? Like, is there no connection between you guys? Is it just the sex?
No, so that was me trying to make that conversation less awkward because I have a hard time expressing that I am in love with Mar. And he is actually the reason why I am learning to accept the Force. Have you ever met someone that has been able to explain something in a way that completely changes your opinion on everything?
Excuse me, I'm rolling
Yeah.
percentile dice for her.
Absolutely.
No?
Okay. So, I don't know how deep you want this conversation to go. I will be honest with you if you want to have that conversation. However, if you just want to keep it to the Force, then that's cool too.
Look, your love life is not why I'm here. I just...
How do you feel about
just
the
wanna-
Force?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Right? So,
It seems cool.
yeah. So, I'll try to Cole's note this for you. When I joined this ship, I was looking for my sister. I didn't believe in the Force. I thought the Force was stupid, and people used it as an excuse. I run really fast because I train my legs. I jump really high because I use my legs. I can punch really hard because I shadow box because I have trained. I hated the Force and everything that went with it. Because as far as I was concerned, the Force is what broke my family apart. When I met Mar, he showed me that the Force doesn't have to be good or bad. The Force isn't, you don't have your Jedi or your Sith. there is a little bit of an in between. You don't have to. I don't use the Force. I will get up and I will get myself a coffee instead of floating a coffee cup across the room. I don't use powers just because I'm lazy. I use them to help my team. Mar was able to explain how the I was gonna say the chowder powder. The Chowan.
Hey, it sounds like chowder. It really
It
does.
does, right? I know.
Why?
So I don't look. So between you and me, the chowder powder is what is more through my thoughts. It's there. You don't have to use it. You can ignore it. Or you can use it to help you do what you need to do.
I like that. I like that view.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
No problem. Can I see your hand for a second? And she will reach out and she's gonna write Pelican on Brill's hand. Yeah. Welcome to club.
She tackles you into a hug.
No.
And I think that's where we're gonna end that scene.
Oh, I don't have to unmute anybody. Haha, that's cool.
Yeah, no, yeah. Uh-huh.
Woohoo.
Brill comes out of Johanna's room, a little misty-eyed. And pretty soon, you guys arrive on Coruscant. Mar, what are you doing to prepare for meeting your sisters finally?
I was gonna ask Joanna if she would like to accompany me.
Yeah. Where are we going? What are we doing? Let's go. Ha! Hoo! Ha! Hey!
Oh yeah, you'll fit right in. We're gonna go meet the twins.
Okay. Twins. What does that mean?
Well, that means that one looks like the other one. But I mean, we all wear Mandalorian armor, so it doesn't matter much either way.
Okay. Okay.
Are you guys having this conversation in private, or are you guys having this conversation as like a unit with everyone in the crew, like talking about where they're going to be going?
That's a good question. I was thinking we might be talking about it in the hallway before the whole group gets together. So it's very
Okay.
easy to hear this because I think we both project pretty. Yeah.
I may or may not be drinking one of Octo's energy drinks.
You know, I've never had one.
Oh, you should try it. It's so cool. I just spent like 25 minutes shadowboxing in the room, and I am ready to go. We're gonna go meet the twins. Let's go.
Brill passes by holding one. She looks at the one in your hand. Oh shit, are these yours?
Mine? No, they actually belong to Octo, but I didn't want them to sit here while they were like off because I'm pretty sure they do have an expiry date. So I figured, you know what?
Is Octo the one that made me invisible?
Yes? No.
Where are they?
That's a
That's a
really
touchy
touchy subject that I have realized that too much caffeine makes me really angry very fast. So, if we're not going to get off the ship...
She fucking leaves. You
So
two are
we're-
alone in the hallway again.
Okay, so we're gonna go twins.
Yep, they're collecting a bounty, and I imagine they'll celebrate after, as is their custom.
Okay.
So we'll catch them in a good mood, hopefully.
And if not?
I mean, it can't be that bad. You don't have a bounty on you, right?
Did you put a bounty on me?
Only on your heart.
Oh, goodness. Fucking hell.
Love it when you put the helmet on. Okay.
You guys, just before the ship comes out of hyperspace, I'm gonna say you all met in the little bridge area. Shakeen's up at the front. Her
Leku?
one of her leku is like draped over her shoulder. The other one's kind of on her back. She's leaning against the table. All right. We have 2 parties, yes, that we're meeting there.
Bella is dressed in a very femme-cut suit.
I appreciate the modesty filter there.
You know, he's technically my boyfriend, and if he has no shame, I should for him.
Yeah, understandable.
The hair is still big, has the scars applied, but if we're in the fancy area, this doesn't really work all that well. And part of my origin story, part of my background, I have a set of fine clothing.
Oh, hell yeah. We love that.
Joanna rolls an 11 deception. Mar totally catches Joanna checking out Bella again.
Hold on.
Mar, feel free to make an insight check generally across the group here.
That's a 26 for Mar.
Oh, holy shit. That passes Shakeen's higher DC. Holy shit. Much less than Johanna, probably. You do catch Shakeen definitely checking out Bella as well. 100%. Brill, even more than the both of them, cannot stop looking at Bella and really tries to focus on everyone else. But all the gals are hot for Bella, apparently. Holy shit, this is not great.
I'm toxic as fuck. Y'all need to stay away.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
I will see your
Hold on, I gotta do another roll.
Okay.
I got a 6 on my deception, so like Mar's helmet kind of goes up a little bit and just, Bella, you look good tonight.
Thanks. She
I
had to
think
pick
she
a fancy
came-
area.
Pelicans are awkward birds, right? This is like the perfect name for our crew.
Pinches the bridge of her nose. All right, it looks like cat's out of the bag. Yes, Bella, you look gorgeous today. Have a good date. I suppose if this ends up being a date, it's definitely not. But you know, anyway. 2 parties. Bella, you have to go on one. Ma, you have to go on the other.
Oh, we're splitting. All right. All right, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you want me there?
No,
I'm just assuming.
it
This is
is
not how you want to do it.
very obvious to everyone. Like, Bella is incredibly nervous in a way you have never seen her nervous before, and she has not slept much at all recently. Everyone's like, "You look great." She's like, good concealer."
They're not looking at your face.
I am
For the
so
record,
glad-
Shakeen was.
I am so
Joe
glad
was
I have
not.
both you and Star in my life.
Glad I
Um,
could help.
So here's my plan from my side of things. I do want to go meet her in private. I would not mind having eyes out just in case bounty hunters or whoever show up. But if she's mad at me, she has every right to be mad at me. So all I ask is that whatever happens with her, let it happen.
I can disappear and be on a roof if you'd like.
And here, Mar will give you a flash grenade.
Thank you.
It's better to not need it and have it than to have it and not wait.
Heh, Mar just flashed you, Bella. Heh, all right, let's go.
Brill raises her hand. Do I get to go on any of these?
Sure. Yeah. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to go with? Tell you what. How about we'll do this fair?
I want to go with Bella, but it seems private.
Okay. So.
And I don't think that I can keep up with her. She points at Shakeen.
So how about we will rock paper scissors?
Okay. Why?
So that I can decide who you're going to go with.
Okay, sure.
Okay, ready? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Damn.
Okay, right. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to go with Shakeen.
Shakeen looks at her. Looks at you. She will give me away.
What do you mean?
Maybe, hey, Brill, how you
How
any
about
good
I
at
stay on the
communications
ship?
and radios?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, maybe keep everyone kind of informed of what's happened with everyone else. We can check in occasionally.
Gal on the chair. Got it. Okay.
Before we go, I wanted to just remind all of y'all that I don't know how this is going to go with Alex. And I don't know that she even knows how or want to fly this kind of craft. Because most of her hours were logged on a TIE destroyer. Because that's what we flew.
Is she still in Imperial?
That's the contract she's trying to break.
You were him?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just figured something out. I'm not a mind reader, but something's working.
Thank you.
course.
Anything you'd like to share there?
I don't think so.
Anything we should know? I see something happening behind them eyes.
Right. You're really cool. I don't know what it is you did. But I can't imagine figuring out this Force bullshit while being a part of the Imps, having done something really bad, I'm assuming. You'd said the worst possible way. And feeling everyone else's.
There's a reason I got out. She'll look between Joe and Mar. It's been years. It's part of why my ability to identify things is degrading a little bit. They're starting to change over to new codes.
I'm gonna go over to Bella and I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. I told you before, and I will tell you again. I don't care what you did before. The Bella I know is our team. And I still trust you, no matter what. If you want me to not do anything when I see Alex do something, I will try my hardest to, for the first time, pay attention to you.
She'll squeeze arm. Thank you.
Would you consider her paying attention to your ass apart, paying attention to you?
Why I gotta be so loud about it, Star?
That was not meant to be on the global channel. I apologize.
That is all you hear from Star for the rest of the conversation.
This is just kind of all which ways I was not expecting today. I'm normally pretty cool, but all right. Mara, anything you'd like to say before we
I trust you. And if you trust this person to be on our ship and to trust our crew with them, then that's fine. I will follow your lead. If they betray us, though, I will take my time.
Alex is a better person than me by far, so should be fine.
For their sake, I hope so.
Shakeen. All right. Well, we're coming out in about an hour. Sounds like we have a plan. May the force be with you all.
And also with you.
Not
Cool.
helping my religious cult theories, y'all.
Catholicism in my Star Wars, it's more likely than you think.
Thank you for
Yeah.
verbalizing that, Ray. I was thinking it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't not say it. It's right there always.
right. Sorry,
Religious drama runs deep.
it does.
As you all leave, I think Bella, Shakeen catches your arm. Faith.
Yeah. I'm worried about me. I'm worried about hurting her. Again.
I understand.
Thank you.
Of course. And she leaves. She goes and sits in the pilot's chair and
Go and take my operator's seat and start scrambling signals. Make sure no one has any idea who the hell we are.
hell yeah. You guys do that. You land on Coruscant. And that, I think, is where we want to take our break. I am going to say really quickly to the audience, something that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show. There's going to be a little post-credit scene tonight. In addition to that lovely little beginning bit that we had, we're going to have another one of those in the break here. But we are also going to have a little post-credit scene. The players are not allowed to be privy to the post-credit scene.
Oh,
Are
no.
you fucking kidding me? Why?
Comedic timing is very strong.
Right?
It really fucking is. Good gods. Okay. Players aren't allowed to be privy to this. You guys are. Do please do not talk about it in the chat. You may talk about it in out of context as much as you would like. But do please keep it out of context. All right.
Or you could just send me an email,
Yeah.
mrrayrpg@gmail.com. Just be sure in all big letters, put in
Yeah.
Sterling
Secrets.
Garden Secrets.
Yes. Secrets.
Yes, yeah.
Meadowlark Production at gmail.com.
Damnfear@gmail.com. Or Chaotic Wholesome Presents.
What is this? Is like that dropout thing where if you have any complaints, you can send them to Grant O'Brien at Gmail.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god.
Send them to Chuck
Yeah.
Schumer.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Just gonna put all of
Truly.
our socials in here for ease of access. There we go. Perfect.
All right. But yeah. Love you all. See you guys again after the break.
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both.
What does every growing farm boy need? Whether it's dusting crops or shooting womp rats in a T-16, Blue Milk Farms knows every growing farm boy needs nutrition from Blue Milk. Blue Milk. Don't ask what we milked.
Dushy's Hair and Head Tails is the premier salon in the sector. With over 275 years of experience, let Dushy take on your tresses today. Dushy's Head and Head Tails not responsible for any dismemberment or concussions caused from irritating Dushy. Tipping strongly encouraged.
One done. More to go. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I hope Mar is listening to this message. I don't know what it is, but your sister makes me feel unsafe. And I don't know I don't know what that means. I don't know where it stems from. I can only assume it is because that it is because of the one person, one being, the one alien, the one I don't fucking know. Someone who took years of my life, froze me in a block with every intention of thawing me and bringing me back to a place that I don't know anymore. The little thing is back again in my quarters. More of a comfort now. I was frozen in carbonite for 10 years. It was Jabba the Hutt's fault. And I can only assume that Laura works right beside him.
yourself a taste of luxury for the price of peace. Come to Water's deluxe jewelry spot, where we definitely don't
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both.
What does every growing farm boy need? Whether it's dusting crops or shooting womp rats in a T16, Blue Milk Farms knows every growing farm boy needs nutrition from blue milk. Blue milk. Don't ask what we milked.
Dushy's Hair and Head Tails is the premier salon in the sector. With over 275 years of experience, let Dushy take on your tresses today. Dushy's Head and Head Tails not responsible for any dismemberment or concussions caused from irritating Dushy. Tipping strongly encouraged.
One done. More to go. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I hope Mar is listening to this message. I don't know what it is, but your sister makes me feel unsafe. And I don't know I don't know what that means. I don't know where it stems from. I can only assume it is because that it is because of the one person, one being, the one alien, the one I don't fucking know. Someone who took years of my life, froze me in a block with every intention of thawing me and bringing me back to a place that I don't know anymore. The little thing is back again in my quarters. More of a comfort now. I was frozen in carbonite for 10 years. It was Jabba the Hutt's fault. And I can only assume that Laura works right beside him.
Give yourself a taste of luxury for the price of peace. Come to Water's deluxe jewelry spa, where we definitely don't.
Tired of endless meetings when you need to act? Need a little blasphemy in your morning routine, eh? Come down to Revan's Diner, the only Jedi Civil War themed restaurant in the galaxy. We both.
What does every growing farm boy need? Whether it's dusting crops or shooting womp rats in a T16, Blue Milk Farms knows every growing farm boy needs nutrition from blue milk. Blue milk. Don't ask what we milked.
Welcome back.
It's my sexy fingers. That's right.
Amazing. We enter in to Coruscant. The Pelican swoops down below the cloud bank. Smog, just a hair. It is a city of industry and completely covered planet, after all. You swoop down into a fairly cheap landing port, all things considered. On one of the lower areas, flying down through the air traffic and the various bridges and towers. You guys leave the Pelican to the smell of oil, to the smell of trash, to the smell of the city. Bella heads off in one direction. Mar, you head off in the other with Johanna. Shakeen disappears. Which of you would like to go first? Or would you like me to roll for it?
Roll for it. Let the dice gods decide.
Okay.
While you're rolling, just before Bella gets out of earshot, I'm going to force whisper, if you need us, we're there.
nods because can't, of course, whisper back, but nods.
That it was just one of those. She's not even waiting for a response.
Bella, odd or even?
Oh, always odd.
Odd it is. Bella, you trek through the streets. Get yourself a nice little air taxi. And you get flown through. Your pilot is an older man, brown skin, very wrinkled face, wearing I'm gonna go real stereotypical on he's wearing one of those caps, the like derby caps basically. As he's flying them. So where are you heading to?
A diner called The River.
The river. Lovely. Good place. Took my wife there last week.
Oh, really? Good to know.
Okay. And he shuts up the rest of the way. You see Alex there. Dark-skinned, lovely as always. Not in uniform. She is wearing a pantsuit as well, but it's a it feels more to fit in. It's not her style. It's not any kind of fashion statement. It's not any kind of anything else really. It's been a long time since you've seen her. What are you feeling in this moment?
Fighting the very immediate urge to just turn on her heel and get out of there, to not do this to her again, but I think Bella is just looking her over, trying to see if she's changed, if she looks happy, if she looks like the years have worn her down, if she...
Make an insight check.
Okay, that's an 18.
Let me check her sheet to see if that passes. I believe it should, but I do want to verify. It does. You you see she clearly hasn't noticed you yet. She looks free, sort of, is a good way to put it. She also looks frustrated. You can see her tapping her foot. You're not late. She still checks the time, sighs, rolls her eyes, and just goes right back into her data pad. She's in one of those outdoor tables. The air is a little cleaner here. There's air purifiers around, and smog regulations are a little bit more stringent. And there's not as much cover to keep things, in. There's some plants around in this little
crowded?
diner area. Not too crowded.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll she's gonna try and approach from behind. Quietly. And get just out of arm's reach. And then clear her throat. Alexa?
She fully jumps.
Sorry.
I would like you to make an insight check.
I just did that. It was so good.
Yeah, you did.
That's only an 8.
It reminds you of something, but you can't quite tell what. She jumps and turns around. Her face goes wide as a sheet. Or as close as it can get.
Hey.
Hi.
I hear you're looking to get out of the contract. I'm real sorry. There was no good way to do this.
I need you to make a persuasion check.
I'm at least good at this. Come on, dice. Don't vote. That's a 25.
25.
14 on the dice. Oh no!
Very
Oh no!
Fucking.
The comedic timing.
This is.
The humor police are coming.
Right?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah. She. That barely passes.
Yeah.
That's really you.
Yeah. A little worse for the wearer, but I'm so sorry. I didn't want to come back in and make things worse again. But
You. I have too many emotions running through me right now.
that is fair. Yeah.
I can barely be mad that you didn't tell me, because you tried to warn me and I didn't believe you.
I mean, you had no reason to believe. I'm good at what I do.
Yes. No, wait. No.
You know what?
You look like her, but you can't be her. You don't feel like her.
Oh shit, you too.
Criff, do you mean?
That That mission we did. Our last one. Before I... I learned
Make
something about
another
myself.
persuasion check.
Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, I can't use those on proficiency. I'm gonna use my Defiant. Okay, that is 13 plus 11 for 24.
24. All right. I'll humor you.
We both knew what we thought was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was so much bigger. And and she's gonna look around, obvious paranoia, just to see if there's anyone lurking, snooping, too close, in earshot.
You haven't taken a seat at the table yet. She hasn't invited you to either.
No.
This is it's not terribly crowded, but it's popular enough. People are absorbed in their own conversations.
Bella will take a half step closer and drop her voice. I heard all those people when they died. I realized I was force sensitive, Alex, and I know what they do to people like me, and I knew I had to get out.
What? I'm gonna cut over to Mar. Mar, where Bella went up, you are going down. You and Johanna. Actually, we're gonna use this one. Going through the alleyways between buildings and slowly making your way through steam-covered shop districts. Eventually, you make your way into that cantina. Lots of tough customers. It's a seedy venue. You see your two sisters, or at least their armor, across the way from Anathorian. And in the seat next to them, they're in a booth, like curved booth. In the seat next to them is a Zabrak. No, I'm gonna make it a Gungan because that's better. Bound and gagged, and clearly trying to speak. One of that group is going to make an insight check as you walk in. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
This is getting really frustrating.
Sophie is playing the role of John Cena tonight.
Apparently, you know what? Hold on.
Casual lightsaber on the back of the couch.
Yeah, you know, Star Wars things.
I really need to bring mine in. I have like 12 out in storage.
This should fix it, theoretically. What I just did.
Okay.
You guys see one of them look up at you as you walk in.
I think we've been made. If they start
More
shooting,
specific-
stand behind me.
One of the sisters look up at you as you walk in. And then very, very casually look back down. They're clearly having a conversation in hushed tones.
How do you want to play this?
Do you have any force abilities that could help us listen in?
That is a very good question. A question that I will answer for you. No. I mean,
Yeah.
I have invisibility to cameras, but that's not going to help if they're in front of us.
Yeah, I don't have anything either.
Well, then I guess we're going to meet the sisters.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I'm saying I'd rather not interrupt in the middle of business. That's rude, and I'm pretty sure it's against the code. If not explicitly, it's between the lines.
Which code, though? Your code or their code?
That's very fair. I mean, either way, I don't want to be rude.
Something happened here that I'd like you each to make an intelligence check really quickly. Just flat intelligence. This isn't a very high check.
That's good because I don't have a very high intelligence.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
It does. I got an 11.
Okay.
21!
Okay. This definitely occurs to Johanna. It probably occurred to Mar as well. You can decide exactly how far gone Mar is. In terms of... I'm giving the putting the cart before the horse a little bit.
It's okay.
You, the players, might be overthinking this a little bit.
Probably.
Your first thought was, hey, do we have any force powers to help listen in? You could just do this the old-fashioned way.
Go take a booth behind them.
Yeah. I think this is really appropriate that Johanna rolled higher than Mar here. She's just learning how to and getting into like using the force and shit for things. Mar's starting to rely on it maybe and is, you know, there's a danger there for force users. It's like, hey, I am now relying on this thing that should be there to help me.
Is this like a seat yourself, or do you have to wait
Seat
for
yourself.
Perfect. Come
No
on,
one's
honey.
coming to seat you.
come on, honey. And I will smack his butt and lead the way to the booth that is... I'm gonna say there's them, a space, and then us.
Okay. This will require you to make perception checks.
Heck yeah.
Um,
Oh.
In order to like make sure that you catch everything.
Sure.
I would like both of you to do that, please.
25 from R.
Stand by. One thing. Nope, that is completely wrong from what I wanted to do. Okay. Perception. 20.
Nice. Mar, you catch everything. Actually, I think you get a... Yeah, you know what? Mar, you get a, your helmet pings a little sign for you, that, there's a message for you on a different channel.
Yeah, I'll switch it over.
And you can hear everything that your sister hears. And Johanna, you're able to hear everything the Ithorians is saying. And you can hear some things that the sisters are saying. It's a little bit patchy, but it works. This Ithorian, not speaking in basic, but your translator, what language is it loaded with?
Oh,
What language is it loaded?
that's a good question. I'm
Pretty sure we, like in private, worked it out.
I also have comprehend speech.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even be paying attention to my earbud. I would just be using comprehend speech.
Hell yeah. You do that. The Ithorian. I have this payment right here, if you need it. If you're willing to take this, but I don't have the full amount yet. And the sisters. Now you tell me, why would you make a bounty that you can't pay for? This is what I have. He owes me money. And the Gungan just shaking their head. The other sister. Look, he might owe you money, but you owe us. You don't get him until we get paid. I can't pay you until he pays me. Then it looks like you don't get your money, and you don't get your man. He stands up, and very, very threatening, especially for an Ithorian. Like, this is not necessarily normal behavior that you're used to from their culture, and reaches for a blaster at his side, and 5 other individuals in the bar instantly have blasters trained on him. And we're gonna cut back over to
Rude.
Bella.
You're having too much fun with this.
Yeah, way too much fun.
Okay, first you use her face, and then you...
Alex.
You're talking nonsense.
Yeah, that's why I got out. I couldn't expect you to believe me, and even if I did, what was I gonna ask you to do? Give up your career? You're the best pilot I've ever known. If you're too good, you get pulled in, and if you're not good enough, you're a problem and you get put down.
All right.
You know this.
You really don't feel like...
I know. Things got messy and...
I'm going to... I'll give you this. You tell me something that she wouldn't have told soul. And I'll be willing to believe, at the very least, that you're dead to this bit.
I've always been a pretty open book, but... I'll tell you something I didn't know back then. I knew, I just wouldn't admit it. I was never fair to you, Alex. I never treated you right, and I'm so sorry. I took way more than I ever gave, and I'm ashamed, and if you never see me again after this, I'll understand. I'm not good at being vulnerable. You know this. I shout the things that bother me most so they can't be used against me in a surprise way.
Make a persuasion check.
Which of these friggin' dice do I trust? Because I can't use my Defiant anymore. That's not one.
Reroll.
My-
Reroll.
We have the lurking rider just has you guys covered with rerolls.
Thank you, Lurking Rider.
I'm wondering if we need to increase the bit.
It's 22.
22. Have a griffin's seat, I suppose.
Go over and drop very heavily onto the chair. Puts both elbows on the table, and if nothing else, let me figure out how you may help you get out of this, if nothing else. I'm working with a crew. It's under the table, but it pays well. You don't have to take it, but we need a pilot. I couldn't think of anyone better, and when I saw you was looking to get out, I had to at least try. If only to apologize. If you don't ever want to see me again after today, I understand.
No. I believe that you want to help me with this contract. I believe that you know a lot about my former partner.
I certainly made it complicated.
At least in the professional sense, it's what you were. And you definitely look like her. Pretending it is you. I held out hope for
years.
Two years, 7 months, and 6 days. Feel free to make a lore check, by the way.
Not my best, but we'll try.
Actually,
That's a natural 20.
Oh, it's a nat 20. It doesn't really matter. I'm realizing that this wouldn't be, lore isn't appropriate. It's investigation in this scenario.
Oh, well, that's it. That's a +7.
Fuck yeah. You catch on to something else. The date that her online, her Holonet dating profile was made
Yeah.
is the same day that you were silenced.
Oh, sugar.
I'm gonna switch back over to Mar.
Good, because I need time to think.
Yeah.
I've thought about this.
This guy, this Ithorian has his hand on his blaster. Several others are trained on him. Looks around. Gets out of the booth. Walks out. And then is immediately dragged back in by frick. Mr. Ray, help me. The name for the reptilian guys that I'm forgetting.
Trandosians.
2 Trandosians grab him by the arms and walk him back in the booth while your sisters are leaning over and unbinding that gun. Sorry about that. Had to get him in here somewhere. And they sit him down. And your sisters look at the Trandoshians, look at the Ithorian. Do you recognize these two? He shakes his head. Everyone in the cantina knows that he is lying. Good. I'm so glad. And I guess you'll never know why this bounty was put on you. And you don't need to know. You just get to suffer. The Trandoshians slide a pile of credit shits over to your sisters. And then leave.
That was easy.
Little brother, would you mind bringing your... What would you call her?
Near Sarad.
Always the poet. Would you like to meet us?
Yes.
The
And
Gungan has not left, by the way. It's just sitting there awkwardly. You guys... do you guys, like, go over and scoot in?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm guessing it's opposite side, because it'd be awkward if we just all sat on one side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Raises his hand. Can Nup Nup go now? And they nod and actually put a pile of the credit shits his way. Nup Nup thanks you. And ducks underneath the table, scrambles out, and leaves.
I love that. That's awesome.
You guys, Johanna, I think your passive perception is high enough. Well, let's see here. I want to point something out to one of you. 17. Yeah, you both get it. This guy has a little data pad on his, like, clink, 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 and a ton of gadgets along. This is the techiest Gungan you have ever seen. And he just leaves with this pile of credit shits.
We really should have brought him to our ship.
We can't just keep accumulating people on the ship.
Fine.
What ship are you on? The one on the right says. Let's see here. Give me a moment.
I'm going to hook my foot in behind Mars' foot so that he has that you're good to take the lead. I have confidence in you, but I still have your back. I got you.
I did not really realize that feet could say so much.
Yeah.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what ship are you on now? This is Talar speaking.
I've been on the Pelican for the past few months.
Pelican? What kind of ship?
Old one. That's both Mar and Ray legit forgetting how old or what kind of ship it is.
Adelaide, do you remember what kind of ship it is? Pop quiz from session
Yeah.
1.
It's a MacGyvered kind of ship. You can see
Okay.
pieces that have been refurbished, reconnected, all that kind of fun stuff. But on the inside, it looks brand new. It's like that clunker that is remodeled on the inside. It's the 32 Deuce Coupe with a Bluetooth speaker.
I mean, you're right. I was looking for this specific type of ship, and unfortunately,
No.
Kay did call it out in the chat before. I was actually going to call on Zax and Erlen. For the chat. Sterling Garden running it here. Yeah. Hats off to them. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's like everyone or is it one person?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nup is a pilot. We definitely should have kept that Goku.
Oh yeah, we need to adopt him right away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm working real hard to help us out.
Everybody
here.
needs a backup plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Where is the gratitude?
Backup plan.
Yeah.
Backup plan.
Oh, it's good now. Cool. Thank you, Erlen. Oh, beautiful. We love that. Yeah. You guys, I think, yeah, Johanna, you remember excess stock light freighter. You're the type that would like know this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of... You said it's old?
I mean, it's not old. It's experienced.
Okay, what kind of ship is it?
It's an XS stock light freighter.
You can't see their faces under their helmet, but they just lean forward like this.
Surprised Mando.
Yeah. That's not old? Is it like refurbished?
It's experienced.
Okay. Good to meet you. What can we call you? Gesturing to Johanna.
My name is Joanna.
To meet you.
So,
One raises their hand. Talar. The other. Jersey.
so where have you all been for the past 15 years?
Here and there, doing complex bounties and figuring out which ones are real and which ones aren't. Dealing with Lara trying to blackmail us. And I'm gonna skip over to Bella.
This hurts. This hurts. I hope you know.
Bella is clearly taking that information in. Reaches out and tries to take her hands. Gives space for her to pull back.
Ooh.
Alexia Harley.
You feel like something could happen in this moment.
That's what we're trying, Mar. That's the goal.
How much genuine affection does Bella have in her heart for Alex?
It is so much more than she ever knew she had. It has been all of this shit that has gotten her to realize, like, no, I am not better off on my own. No, I can't do this. This was my stability and my anchor, and I treated them terribly.
There is that as Bella feels her heart go out to Alex, you may, if you wish, spend a force point and a force proficiency die to do something with the force here, despite being silenced.
I think she does it consciously. She is just so desperate.
It would
For the-
have to be conscious in this scenario.
Hey, Raiders. We're having drama of two different kinds. Welcome on in.
Oh my god. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to a Sterling Garden. Knights and their regards. Lovely. We're trying to raise money for Gender Alchemy here. You can hit !donate. We're dealing with two separate, very dramatic scenes at the moment. Things might be a little slow, but it's
juicy.
A little soap opera drama right now. It's really juicy. This is a Star Wars 5e campaign. And one of the player characters is meeting an ex right now, and the other two are meeting. The other two are like partners and meeting their sister and sister, two sisters and sister-in-law, sort of, not exactly married yet, but yeah, very juicy. Right now we're with Bella and her ex.
Yeah, I don't.
It would have to be fully willing on Bella's part. She feels like she could reach out.
So when I say unconscious, like, I don't think Bella has ever consciously used the Force. There would be an urge to push and try to connect. And I think to her that has always, she understands logically that the Force drove her all these years, but to her it has always just been like the force of personality quirk, right? I impose my will on the world.
if she does this, at some point in the process, she is going to realize, oh, that's what's happening.
Mhm.
Are you okay with that?
I think she would instinctively do it and then probably be like, oh, Criff. Oh, okay, well, here we are. Like, it would be like...
Lovely. You grab her hands. And there's a moment of shock on her features again. And you feel her, and you feel the world as if an echo from a cave, a very, very long tunnel. It's muffled. But you can tell she feels it too. And there's this moment of reverberation and almost feedback as you feel the sense of spirits intertwining. I am going to give you a new force power that you just learned, called Minor Bond. You can only cast this on Alex. And Alex can only cast this on you.
You felt it, didn't you? You knew.
What happened to you? She keeps hold of your hands. And in fact, like, fully returns it.
Bella is just clinging, and there are tears welling up in her eyes. I ran. I drifted. I found some people who were like me, and things got pushy, and you know how I get with pushy, and I panicked. I just didn't want to get caught. And I cut it. I cut that connection off, and that's... You knew I was alive. You felt it, didn't you?
Until a month ago, you just disappeared. I knew you were gone, but you're here. You said you were force sensitive. I knew you were.
There's a reason we were so good together.
She has to roll a d4 right now. The connection breaks. No.
No, Alex, please. Please.
Can we do that again?
We can try, yeah.
And we're gonna skip over to Mar and them again.
I knew it was coming.
These
Yeah.
smash cuts, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
So Laura's been blackmailing you?
Trying to. Look, you don't seem surprised that we know where Lara is, or at least have had contact with her. Which tells me you've had contact with her.
That is correct, yes.
Have you seen any others? Shake? Lou?
Shake, yeah. But
Okay.
she doesn't go by that anymore.
Another? All right. What's the new name?
Hard to name.
Mhm. As you answer the question, I slide my hand onto your thigh, kind of like a,
They kind of look between each other. It's nonsense.
It's complicated. I ask that you fight.
She was never the kind to... She was almost more poetic than you. Why would she choose a nonsense name? I answered my own question. You've had contact with someone. Do you know what Lara's up to?
If I tell you what Laura's been up to, do you promise not to go looking for her? For now.
Make a persuasion check. And we're cutting over to Bella. Keep that in mind. Don't tell me yet. You can spend another force point and force proficiency die.
Finding my cheat sheet. Yeah.
You know where she is in your heart, and you reach out to her. And it's open and receptive. Something tries to reach out, but then rebuffs itself. You felt like a sort of connection, but
It's fair. I've put you through so much.
No. We can do that later. What? You said you can get me out.
Yeah. You know me, I'm good with... How do you want it done? I died.
You did? What are you going by these days, Elia?
Bella. Marbella.
What should we call me after I die?
Sure, whatever you want. I'm just so good to see you again.
If that weird Bantha Poodoo hadn't happened, I wouldn't believe this is you talking to me right now. This is the most genuine that you have ever been.
You know why you got to call me out like that, sugar? Like I'm over here.
I
being
think I'm the
nice.
only one that gets to. I think I'm the only one that gets to. And I think for the last time, we are going to cut over to Mar and Johanna.
Sorry, I got caught up in chat.
No worries.
They're
fair.
just so interesting people.
Mm-hmm. They really are.
Okay, so my persuasion roll, I got a
Yeah.
17.
17. Huh. All right. We'll humor you. Forgetting my own characters' names, gods.
It's not
Talar.
like you have enough to remember.
Yeah, I only gave
Talar.
you 6.
Talar looks at Talay. Sorry, Tersay, like, what the fuck? Kind of in Mando. And just kind of puts up a hand. I'm sure she has her reasons. All right. We'll humor you. We won't go looking for harm.
I appreciate it, and I promise when the time is right, we'll find each other. This is the way.
This is the way.
Have you ever heard of an Imperial Hand?
No.
They're a secret order of the Empire, completely unaware of each other. And they're trained personally by the Emperor to hunt down and kill certain targets. And they are trained in the Force.
Okay.
Laura has made a... I'm forgetting the word now. Laura's partner is an Imperial Hand.
Uridur is an Imperial hand.
Yes.
Trained in the Force? Uridur is a Jedi?
Yes.
As you say this, I would like you to make a deception check. Not because what you're saying is untrue, but because your emotions might give you away.
That's a 13. I'm going to use a force point on that.
You can use a Force proficiency die, but I will tell you she rolled a natural 1.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Stares at Mando.
Lies in Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A Jedi that hunts Jedi. She may have her reasons, but she turned her back on us.
She also stole one of our crew.
How can we help you take her down?
She has a sanctuary on Dantooine. I'm positive that it is long abandoned now, as Joanna and I have searched it. But I think it would be a good lead.
All right. They pull out data pads, ship codes, so that we can coordinate.
I look to Joanna.
Johanna, you have all this information. You're the techie, the techie of the two. You guys trade information if you are wanting to be honest.
While I'm sitting here surrounded by Mando helmets, I'm trying to stare menacingly while also watching this blank tennis match. I am going to force whisper to Mar, are we sure about this?
Make a sleight of hand check, I believe. Let me verify something really quickly.
Sure.
Mar is trusting to a fault.
It doesn't look like it has any other components. Cool. Never mind. You don't need to make any check.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm like scratching my forehead and like fiddling, trying to like, oh look, I've whiffed the password, because I can't hide behind cool Mando masks. Are you sure we want to just give all this information to your sisters?
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, you may.
On my sisters, not on Joe.
I understand.
Okay. That's a 16, but I think I'm going to use a force proficiency.
Okay.
Which is a D8.
At this point, yes.
Uh, 16 plus 7 is a number.
It is. It is indeed. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
It's 23.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good job, Mar.
Thanks.
You get yeah. They you used a force proficiency die on an insight check to read your sisters.
Yes.
I need you. One of the first things that the Chowan teach their pupils is how to hide their force nonsense. This is an ambient thing that has been going on the entire campaign without like me needing to like talk about it or bring it up. We also haven't been in a situation where someone might have sensed it yet, but you were in a public space and someone noticed you immediately when you came in. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Does he have advantage because we doinked?
But really, do
I love everyone at this bar. I love everyone at this bar.
No, really, do I?
Congratulations, you killed the GM. Again.
Inspiration?
You get inspiration. He doesn't get advantage.
I tried, bro.
I appreciate it.
it.
It's a check or a saving throw?
It's a charisma saving throw.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No,
That's
you're
a
not.
16.
Fuck up. 16?
A little sorry.
You barely beat your sister's insight DC. As you use the force to help you read her. She Okay, I fully lost it, and my brain barely has a thread of the scene. Give me a moment while I catch it back. They both are trustworthy. They won't rat you out. They are extremely beholden to the Queen. They have always been the most dedicated of your siblings. And you know that they won't fail you in this moment. And they won't betray you in this moment.
Some very specific wording. But I think
you would also catch on to the fact that the moment that they knew that their sister, your sister, had abducted a member of your crew, that's what got them in. They would consider betraying your ship and anyone in your crew as betraying you.
Then I think Marv force whispers back to Joanna and says, "We can trust them. This is the way."
I am not hiding my raised eyebrow, cock the head. Okay. And I will, boop, 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 blink. 1337. Go.
You guys trade the information. And, do you guys get anything to drink as you, before you head off to the, before you head off?
I think I might get food. Just like a, I don't know, croissant sandwich from Coruscant. The ones that Thimble gave me were amazing. So
you get a croissant sandwich at I think you go over to the bar to get something, and one of the sisters, we're gonna say Talar, grabs you by the arm. No, not there. Come on. And they take you to what is effectively a bodega. And you get an actual bacon, egg, and cheese in a croissant bun.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Is this... Oh, hold on.
Forgive me, I've been rewatching The Unsleeping City.
Look, you took me back to before my move.
Love that.
I was going to ask, is this bodega run by a basilisk with a big mustache named
Sure.
Dexter?
Absolutely, 100%.
Make sure you tie the pets to the bodega cat before you leave.
Yes. You guys make your way out, and through the power of movie magic, Johanna, Mar, Bella, and Alex all meet up on the same bridge that they left on. Bella, how much info did you give Alex?
Not too much, if only because we are out in public.
Okay,
And
got it.
ears are everywhere. So, just kind of like this crew. We'll talk when we get on board. Don't judge the ship by its cover. I promise.
I
So
think she would try to sneak her hand into yours as you walk.
I think Bella takes it and squeezes it.
My fucking heart. Yeah. She
hey,
looks very stealthily, just kind of. Is Amando there?
Yeah, that's Mar. Not there with him.
Oh, wait, that's a crew member.
Yeah.
All
They're a
right.
colorful lot.
Oh, okay. My heart about stopped.
Yeah, don't. Hey, y'all.
Oh, hi.
Find your sisters? You're one piece, so I'm assuming it went well.
Yeah, told him everything.
Let's get on board. Let's.
You guys get on board, and before, like, as you guys are walking up, Shakeen reappears in front of you, Alex. That was a really neat trick. Wait, that wasn't tech? Could I learn to do that? She looks at you.
You want to learn? She probably teach you. Yeah.
And Shakeen just goes, "You too," and that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
We're just creating like a force-sensitive petting zoo.
Yeah, 100%.
I love it.
Gotta catch them all,
right?
And you get a Pokeball, and you get a Pokeball, and you get a Pokeball.
Wait, where's Alex gonna sleep?
I mean,
you have an extra bed right now.
No, because that's where the foundling stays.
Brill,
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Where's Brill?
That's not. No, Brill is in Johanna's old room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So you have an extra bed.
No
one's using it.
No. Mm-mm.
There's gonna be a moment of there that kind of thing. Bella's like, Alex, you can take mine. I'll take the couch.
The lurking writer. The redacted room is Shakeen's room. By the way.
Yeah, you can only sleep in there if you ask nicely.
Or if you wear this
Shakeen would
pantsuit.
not, out of out of respect for Bella. Well, thank you all very much for watching. This has been a Sterling Garden, a much more chill episode, despite the drama. we've been raising money for Gender Alchemy. Do please donate. We have a goal of $300, and we are almost halfway there. Oh wait, no, we are just past halfway there. We've raised, I believe, 190 now. Yeah. Please get us to at the very least 2/3 before the night is over. Hit that donate link. They're doing real good work here in Fresno, and it would mean a lot to me. And I know that it means a lot to Jess and everyone else that knows that we're doing this. Jess being the founder and a very dear friend of mine. Baba Yaga is offering to write robot smut about Thimble and Matey. I know they just said $10. I'm going to say when we hit 250, that's when Yaga is allowed to write that smut.
Let's go.
So hey, if you want, I don't know if you guys, Matey was barely mentioned, I think last episode at all, that Thimble does have a robot boyfriend. This is a thing.
And he's great. We love him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did we add in? We haven't. We need to add in. I made emote of Thimble and Matey.
Yes, so
be able to see
good.
it. Yeah, we need to add that in. But thank you so much for watching. I've been Sophia Esther, your game master here tonight. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me basically everywhere at aka_sketch, except for Tumblr, which is aka sketch. No spaces. Please, in addition to donating to Gender Alchemy, I do have commissions open right now and very much need the money. So give me fill out that little form in my card. That's in my bios. And moving on, Mr. Ray, give your little outro.
Hey, I'm Mr. Ray. As I said, I'm a keeper on a little audio-only podcast called $2 Creature Feature. If you listen to it, I'd appreciate it. Start with season 2. We're an anthology, so every season's a different setting. Like, there's a meta plot, and it's got all this stuff that I don't have time to get into. But yeah, give us a listen. It's good. We're gay. It's good stuff. I also make games at on itch. You can just look up Mr. Ray. And yeah, speaking of games, I did commission Sophie for a game that is coming soon. That is a like Power Rangers with the serial numbers rubbed off. I mean, if Saban can do it, I can do it. So, and Sophie did an amazing artwork of that that we've shared on Blue Sky, and it's incredible. And Sophie's amazing to commission. So, like, absolutely commission her.
Thank you. Moving on to Bella.
Hey, well, I am Kate Purcell, she, they. I've been playing Bella, the resident problem child, one of many, apparently. You can find me, I've been in chat at Kiana Colsum, and you can find me on Blue Sky at damnfear.com. Come by every Tuesday. We do the Table Talk show over on Kiana Colsum. We talk all things TTRPGs from indies to intersectionality. We have a really cool guest next week, and I'm super hyped. And then we're going dark for 2 weeks because I'm going out of the country, and I get to see the Lurking Rider, and I'm very excited. Thanks, y'all, and thank you for all the gift subs. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the donations. Y'all are awesome.
And finally, Adelaide.
Hello, my name is Adelaide, and you can find me here on Metalurk doing Metalurk things. I don't feel as awkward doing the self promos this week than I did last week because, oh boy. Coming up, we have Mr. Ray doing Monster Mondays. It's going to be starting in May, which is amazing. And in June, we have Seasons of Ghosts, which is going to be a horror thing with a whole bunch of secrets. We have a Ko-fi. If you want to check out some of our super cool merch that we're just like, you know what would look really cool? This. Boop. What else do we have? I did the Ko-fi. We did the... yeah.
We had talked about me being on the Ko-fi. Am I on the Ko-fi?
I think so. Are you on the Ko-fi? We're gonna make you on the Ko-fi. Sophie's on our Ko-fi.
Yeah, there's one of the Ko-fi things is a bit of character art from me.
That's it. Yes. Yes, in the Ko-fi there are different membership tiers that you can do, and you get all access to the Discord chatty chats that, you know, the in-between session RPs. You get the a Sterling Garden to go, where it's all the audio files, as well as the audio file of all of the RP in between sessions. There's also a level where you get all of those things plus an NPC that you create. And the great Sophie does your character art. So, I mean, yeah, there's some really cool stuff happening. That's me. I'm Adelaide. I do Metal things. And if you like what you saw here, fill out the creator app. And if you have a charity that you want to raise money for and you want to do cool things like this, we can help you do with it. Thanks.
Well, thank you all so much for watching. Please donate to Gender Alchemy if you have the resources to do so. And until next time, may you act in wisdom, grow in love, and may you find connection in our many stars.
And stick around for the after credits, and don't spoil
Yes! Please don't.
But do. No, just kidding, don't.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Oh. Fuck, man. Is this thing on? Is there a light? Is there... It's fucking nothing to tell me that this shit is on. Okay. Well, here we go. I think... No, I definitely saw Joe doing this a lot. So... This is not going anywhere. This is just gonna stay. This is just gonna stay right here on this memory. Okay. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Bella, Mar. I get that you're still not talking to me. And Joe, Shakeen, I hope you listened to my message. Can you believe it? I'm not a prisoner anymore. Things kind of just fell into my lap, so to say, right? Like, Well, maybe not my lap, but you know, whew, I'm on a rebel ship right now. I was able to snap a few necks before leaving the imprisoned area. Got some rebels out, got myself out, and then I don't know. Everybody here like loves me. The issue is I kind of like how do you say, put on like a front when they met me, if that makes sense. Like, you know, whenever I talk to them, I've never laughed with them. But I don't know. It doesn't. I'm not sad. I just honestly don't really have a reason to laugh right now. So this is gonna be my outlet. I'm actually in like the captain's like stay. I have a comfy bed. All right, so comfy. Okay, I'm sleeping. Okay, going to like war meetings and stuff. It's kind of my day to day. Right now. Sometimes, you know, after the meetings are done, there's some kids on board. I really like working with them and making them laugh. They they especially like it when I like open doors, and I've gotten so good at it that I don't even have to look at the door anymore. There's so much more, but I don't think we'll talk soon. I know we will. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll see y'all later. Bye.